What's up, guys? I'm back. We're out of the depression here. Depression meaning the winter. It's sunny out. I will show you some video later. It's awesome sunny, but look what we got going on today. We got some Plasti-Dip here. We got white. And as much as I admire the Subaru rims, I'm just not a fan of the color. I just don't like gray. Opinions are opinions, but we're going to make them white today. I got 5 cans. The reason I have 5 is we're going to do the inside of the rim too, not just the outside that you see. The reason I like to do that is because it's going to just protect the rim overall too. That's another reason I'm doing this. You have oxidation that kind of happens with these rims, even though they're alloy, they still will like kind of not rust but turn a yellow color, and that's what we're going to do this for today. It's going to cover them up, keep them nice, and look good for a while. So let's jack up the car and get this party started. Alright, so we got the car jacked up, wheels off. Next we're going to do, we got to clean them. Now, when you clean these wheels, be very meticulous. It has to be pretty much very clean, because if you don't clean them well, what happens is you end up sealing in the dirt that is on them. And you want to clean inside and out. And a nice big pail of soapy water, so I'm going to get to it. One recommendation, maybe use a wheel cleaner. I fortunately ran out about 2 days ago when I washed my car, but wheel cleaner really helps. Now if you don't get everything, it's not a big deal, because later on, you don't have to be very meticulous, because you can just take a microfiber towel and just wipe off anything that you missed. So you don't have to be like extremely picky. So after we got done cleaning, what I did, I just took one of my microfiber cloths and I made sure to dry them very well. Obviously you want to make sure they're dry so that all this work you do doesn't just come out in streaks and runs and all that. So pretty much I dried my microfiber towel. I just took a poster board, cut it in strips, and then just ripped a bunch and just put it around. That just makes it so you don't have to mask out the whole tire, because who really wants to do that? And obviously I'm not going to take my tires off just to Plasti-Dip. So what I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to coat the inside first. I'll do a few layers on the inside, and then I'll move over to the front and I'll completely finish it off. I'm not going to worry too much about the inside spokes, just because you'll never see that from the outside. But one thing you're definitely going to see is the inside of the rim right through here. And that's what's going to make a huge difference, because that's going to be very noticeable if you don't already paint it. So let's get started. Now you definitely want to make sure that you shake it up very well. This stuff really likes to separate in the store. So just shake it real well. And a big thing to scrutinize about this, you want to do very, very light coats. Like mist it and then just do a bunch of coats like that. It dries in like 5-10 minutes. It's really fast, so you don't have to worry about taking all day. Just do very, very light coats, because if you try to just cover it like first time around, it's not going to turn out well and it's not going to look good. So normally I do about 4 coats depending on what I'm doing. I'm just going to pretty much coat it till I run out, because I have 1 can just for the inside and then I got 4 for the outside, so I'll do about half a can worth on the inside. Alright, so this is what I mean by very, very light coats. That's going to be the first coating. It's pretty much just like a dusting on it. It just goes all the way around, and it's not very thick. It doesn't make the rim look very white, but that's really going to make a difference when you go to do a bunch of these coats like this. So I'm going to let this dry, and I'll do a few more. Alright guys, so this is what you get with 1 can per 2 inside rims. I pretty much just went through it all. It isn't coated perfectly. I'm probably going to pick up another one to do more. Because I bought 4 cans, 1 for each of the outside parts, and then I bought 1 can for the inside for all 4, but as you can see I just pretty much went through it. So if you want to really coat it well, I would definitely grab 1 can for 1 can per every 2 rims on the inside and maybe a little bit more. So that's what it looks like. Let me go ahead and flip them over here. If you can kind of see right through, you got the white on the inside. And also when I do the front, it's going to overspray into the back quite a bit. So that way it'll help me coat it along with whatever I have kind of left over, because I have 1 full can for each rim on the front. Whatever I have left over, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to hit the back up one more time pretty much before I'm done. So we'll flip them over and we'll get started on the front. Alright, so finally 2 are done here. There's one, there's the other. They're a lot brighter when you get them in the sun. I never realized. I really like it. They still gotta dry a bit before I put them on the car, but after I do that, then we'll go ahead and I just have the last back 2 to go. The only reason I did 2 right now and not all 4 at once is because I don't have 2 or 4 jack stands to hold my car up. So yeah, I'll get them back on the car and I'll do the other 4 and I'll see you in a bit. So here guys, we got a couple pictures of the car before we Plasti-Dipped it. There's the side, and we got another one of the back tire right there. Then after this, I got a quick walk around of the car, just kind of show you what it looks like without still photos, because moving video does make a lot better when you're trying to look at what something looks like. So here's the car afterwards, both wheels. It turned out pretty good, very bright. It did get dirty. I'm recording this a couple days later just because I haven't had time to render it fully. So this is pretty much what it looks like at day 1. Day 2 is it's not bad, but it does look like it could use a wash. So thank everyone for subbing and everything. Please give me constructive criticism of anything that I need to do or not do. It really helps, so I can give you guys much better videos later on in the future. So coming up, I just have a little showing of what it costs to do this. I did it without a jack because I figured everyone else already had jacks. So yeah, it's coming up here in just a sec. So here it is, 2 jack stands, 20 bucks a set, and then 6 to 7 bucks per can of Plasti-Dip, depending on where you get it. So it came up to about 55 plus tax total, so it's not too bad. And if you already have jacks and everything, the cans are pretty cheap. So enjoy some of these photos, and I'll see you guys later.